Hey, thanks for tuning in. I want to show you in this video how to get from point A to point B financially. And I chose to shoot it here because this is the chair that my wife was sitting in with our first child, little Emmett, and he was less than 1 month old at the time. And it was this corner over here that I was standing in. And we were talking about this idea, and the conversation looked like this. We were standing at the edge of a cliff. Here's me, and here's my wife, here's my son, and we were all considering this idea of building a business online. And why we were interested is we felt that it would bring us to our goals. My goal was learning how to make $250,000 in a 12-month period. And this fiscal year is when I'm trying to accomplish that. And for my wife, she's a singer. So we wanted to be able to travel and be mobile where she can use and share a gift with other people. And this model allowed us to do that. So we were really excited for what we felt this could bring. But we were in a similar spot that you probably are in right now, where what happens if we jump and this isn't for real and this doesn't work? I'm the sole provider for the family. And we wanted to keep that model. And for me, I wasn't just making this decision for myself. I was making it for my marriage. I was also making it for my family. So if I failed, right? If I lost money, or maybe we went into more debt, where would that leave my marriage? Where would that leave my family? I'd be in a place where I'd have to look my wife and my son in the eyes and tell them, sorry, Dad screwed up. See, I didn't, and I still don't have a job to fall back on. I didn't have income coming in. This is all I had. I was 100% committed and focused to figuring out how to make this online model work. And this is right where I was standing with my family. And I had two choices. I could decide to run back saying, sorry guys, I know we have all these cool ideas, but I can't afford it. Or it's too much, I'm too fearful. Or I'd love to do it, but it's online and I don't have the skills. He's still playing in the background there. We do business, we do everything together. And with these skills, for me, I didn't even know Facebook did ads. Before I started doing this, it was 4 years prior that I even did a personal post. I knew nothing about it. Fearful, yeah, it was just scary and afford it. It was a lot of money for us to do that. But I got tired of this. I got tired of hearing myself say, I can't. I can't afford it. I don't have the skills. I can't do it. So rather than run away, here's what I started doing. Here's what I tried. I want to encourage you to try this. I started asking how. How can I afford to do it? How can I learn the skills to be successful? How can I maybe figure out how to build this business and actually create the lifestyle I wanted and have the business be designed around our lifestyle, not the other way around? What was crazy is when I started asking that one simple question, how, all these ideas started coming to mind. All these people started coming into my life with more ideas. What I realized was I didn't have a lack of money. I had a lack of ideas. What I didn't realize was it wasn't really a lack of resources. It was a lack of resourcefulness. So with all these resources, what I did is I put them all together and I started building a bridge. The passion, the motivation, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do this, let's go. All of that emotionally is great, have that, be committed, go all in, don't look back, don't have a plan B, burn your ship, right? Do all that, but also have a plan in place because that passion, that motivation, you still have a big gap. That doesn't give you superhuman strength. You need to have a good plan in place to execute so that you don't fall into this pit right here and hurt your marriage or your family or fail or lose your money. So what I want to show you in this video is how to build your bridge. I'm going to show you how to gather resources and put your bridge together. Okay, so we're going to cover in this spreadsheet 10 different key ways to gather resources and build your bridge. So we're going to start in this section where it says, what's your goal? My goal was trifecta. I wanted to go all in. I wanted to double the commissions from the beginning because my goal again was to make $250,000. So I needed to get to $21,000 a month, and the average amount someone makes at the 6A position is $20,000. So how do I get there as fast as possible? Answer is trifecta. So after taxes and shipping, mine came out to about $8,600 and change. So my goal was $8,700. So this is our goal that I wanted to get to. And this is my bridge that's being built, or your bridge when you're filling this out. So this is what it looks like to fill it out. The first way that you can come up with resources to build your bridge is cash. So just go ahead and pop in here what you have currently in your checking account and your savings account. I'm just going to make up some random numbers here. But that one's easy, right? If you got all the money, you can quit watching this video, go buy your trifecta, and enjoy the products and start building your business. But if not, we'll keep going to the next section. So the next one is credit. A couple of things on this one. One option is just simply calling your credit card companies and increasing your limit. So definitely try to do that if you want to go this route. And then also just pop into this section what you have on your card, or if you do get it increased, the total amount that you can use with your card. So we'll say we're able to increase it, and I'll just put $1,300 on there. Another really good option with credit is just applying for a new credit card altogether. And the reason this is interesting is because there are multiple cards now that, of course, have the 1%, 1.5% cash back, and you get some like extra cash up front if you spend X amount of dollars. But it's the 0% APR for 12 to 15 months. There's a real popular card that we're using right now. Talk to your coach about options in the coaching call, but there's one that goes up to 15 months. And why is that crucial? Because that gives you the opportunity to build your business on credit, pay that. You have 15 months to pay that back, and you won't have to pay any interest. So building your business on credit and not paying any interest is really, really interesting. So I actually put all of mine on a card, and then I'm about 6 months into it now, and I've paid everything back. So that's the route I went, and I did not pay any interest. So let's assume we get a new card. We get a nice limit here of $3,000, and I'll pop that in there. This option is really cool. The next one, option 3, I just put other accounts. So I'm focusing on IRAs, 401ks. If you have money markets or CDs, a certificate of deposits, just other accounts, you're going to know about them, and that can be an option to go through. But the thing that I want to hit on with the IRA and the 401k is that, yes, if you pull the money out with the intention to keep it, you're going to have capital gains tax, you're going to have a penalty on it as well. But if you're taking a loan out from those accounts with the intention to pay it back, then you're not facing those penalties. Confirm that with your financial advisor. That's the conversation that I've had and multiple people have had going through with this option. You will pay interest on that loan, but in some cases, the self-directed accounts or IRAs and 401ks, sometimes the interest will go back into your own account. And even if your account's different and the interest is paid to someone else, the last few that I've seen people do with these, it's around 4%. Just over 4%. So it's a really, really low interest rate. It's a really great option. So let's, how much should we beef up my 401k and IRA account to? Let's just say that, I don't know, there's $500 in each. So as I'm popping these numbers in here, we're tallying up. Notice on the top that our bridge, where it says your bridge, it's adding all these up automatically. So we can see how much progress we've made in getting to our goal. So most people have a lot more money and access to resources than they realize. Hopefully that's the case for you as well. The fourth one is life insurance. So if you have a term policy, this isn't going to be an option for you. Well, there's different types of terms. Just to keep it simple, if you have a whole life or you have a universal life, like permanent life insurance, a lot of these policies have cash value to them. So you can just speak with your life insurance agent or your insurance agent, wherever you signed up. You can call them and just simply ask them if you have any doubt. Hey, does my policy have any cash value? So in this case, let's just say we found another $300 in each. Well, I wouldn't have two, so I'll just put 300 in a whole life policy. The fifth option are loans. So yes, it's like loans. Like I don't want to take out a loan, but there is a diff. To be fair, while you're listening to somebody that it really hates debt. Fortunately, I'm debt free at this point. I've worked very hard to get there and stay there. So just know that it's coming from somebody that views debt that way. But there's a big difference between good debt and bad debt. And in this case, I would put it in the bucket of good debt. Why? Because you're investing in yourself and you're investing in a business. Just for a quick example, if take your car payment that you have, right? You go get a loan for your car, and what's your payment? $200, $300, $400 a month. At the end of the month, you have to pay that, we'll just call it $400 payment at the end of the month. And what are you left with at the end of the month? You're left with a car that has an empty tank now that needs to be filled up. You still have to pay insurance. You're still paying for registration on an annual basis. Divide it by 12, see what you pay monthly. And you also have to get an oil change, at least, I don't know, 2-4 a year. Or more. I don't know if your car is really broken. And the car is also depreciating. So for your $400 a month, you have a black hole that you're just throwing money at. Now I get it. It's a necessity. I'm grateful. I have a car. I get it. But what I'm comparing, that is a liability. That is not an asset. This business is an asset. Why? Because it puts money back in your pocket. So if you're investing X amount, say just $400 a month into a business, but you're getting checks in the mail because you're selling products and services, it's putting money ultimately in your pocket, and so it's an asset. So that's why I would consider this loan as good debt, because you're actually building something. And the options that you have are typically a personal loan. You can go to any credit union, local bank, and you can apply for a home appliance loan or a personal loan. It's literally a home appliance. This is medical grade water that Enagic produces the water ionizers, and they produce Kangen water, and it's medical grade water. So you can actually get a medical loan, and sometimes a Co-America has been a common choice for the U.S. and I think there's Medicard for Canadian residents, and there's plenty of other options. So talk with your coach about that. If you're having trouble qualifying for one, you can get a cosigner, and that's another option for you. So that might boost up the credibility to actually get the loan or the amount needed to start your business and hit your goal. Another option in the loan section is if you have equity in your home. So I put down HELOC. It's a home equity line of credit. So with that, you can talk with whoever you did your mortgage through, or reach out to a mortgage lender and see if that's an option for you at this time. But that's another way to come up with some more resources, financing. So let's pop some numbers in here. Let's say that we still have another just under $3,000 to go. Let's say we did a home appliance loan and we got approved for another $2,000. I'll just leave the rest blank. You can use the ones that apply for you. The sixth one is extra income. So the first option we have there is working overtime. You can just ask for more hours, fight to get more hours, trade shifts with people in your workplace. And let's just say that you do that and you start making I don't know, an extra $300 a month, or you do it for a time and you make another 300 this month just to get to your goal. And we're getting close. We're just under 500 away at this point. Another really great option is picking up a side job. So Uber, Lyft, Postmate, Grubhub, even Amazon Flex. Those are all delivery-based services that literally just from your smartphone you can download an app, and then these requests just come in, and then you fulfill those requests and get paid for it. So I know people that working even like 20 hours a week, and they're making an extra $300 to $500 a week. So that can be a really great option. Another one on here is, that I've actually, it was a mother of 6. She had 6 kids. Husband was in the Coastal Guard and was hardly ever home. She got up at 4 in the morning and would go work for this catering company for a couple hours before the kids got up. And she also donated plasma on a monthly basis. And so she made an extra $200 to $250 a month just doing that. I don't know how many times she went or what the rates are exactly. Maybe she went once a week, but that can be another option just for cash. So I'll just, you can fill those in accordingly, and just go online to apply for some of those if you want to pursue that. The next one, the 7th one, is inventory for sale. Think garage sale. It's time to get rid of your stuff. We all got too much stuff typically anyway, but there's plenty of other things. I just wrote down some things here to jog your memory, get your creative juices flowing. We have TVs, electronics, gaming consoles. You can see some of the RVs or boats, motorcycles, cars, furniture, musical instruments, and so on. You can read the rest. If there's anything else I missed, which I probably missed a lot, just fill it in the other section, and that'll continue to add your total. The 8th one is private lending. So with this option, maybe a nice term. It's a nice term for just asking friends and family for money. Of course, that is an option to pursue, but I call this category private lending because you can set up a different type of loan or financial deal with collateral. So, for example, say you own the title on your car or motorcycle. Rather than just going to friends and family, possibly going to them again and saying, hey, you want to give me money? I want to start a business. You could say, hey, I'd like to start a business and I need $1,000. I need $5,000. I need $8,000. And rather than just asking for the money and saying, hey, I promise I'm going to pay you back. Or maybe it's someone that's not a family or friend. It's just someone else and is open to doing this deal with you. What you could offer is the title of your car or the title of your motorcycle or what other asset that you own. And you say, hey, here's just a simple contract. Here's the plan to pay you back. And if I default, and you guys both can agree on your rules that you have in place, but if you ever default on those rules, then they have the collateral, they have the title of that vehicle. So if you promise to pay them back, the $3,000 that you were borrowing from them, and you don't, but your title of your car is worth $3,000 or more, then they have that value to secure their loan, so they'll be more apt to do it. It's more of a fair deal. So it's another idea, right? Lack of ideas are really the root problem. So the 9th one, almost done here. Save on bills. Keep that money in your pocket. So this is just a good habit to do in general, maybe once a quarter, a couple times a year. But so maybe those memberships or gym membership that you're not using or any other kind of membership, it seems like there's a million monthly services now. So just kind of review some of those. Maybe you can cut back on some of those. Your cable bill, get cable, get rid of your cable bill. Just pay for internet. I mean, if you're watching TV, you're probably wasting time that you could be using to build something anyway. We got rid of our cable bill. Your cell phone bill. Hey, is Sprint still doing we cut your bill in half? I don't know. Maybe there's a different service or provider you could go to, and you could save another $50 or $100 a month or something. Auto and home insurance. I used to do insurance, so everyone was always trying to save a penny on that. On those policies. So You could shop around. Maybe you can find some better rates. There's plenty of other ways to save on bills. I really just wanted to provide you with some options. If I don't have anything in there, I see I didn't put an other section. Just whatever you think you could save on your monthly bills, put that in there. And what you're saving is going to count towards your bridge. So just for example, let's just say we save an extra $100 a month just through cutting back on our bills, and that'll bump us up now to 80, 300, and let's just say we change our phone bill and we save another $50 a month. So now it's more even numbers. So we have another $300 to completely build our bridge. Last one is skills. This one, I mean, whatever you can bring to the table. I put baking, massage therapy, or if you can do more labor like tiling or electrical, woodwork. Talk to your neighbors or handyman work for some cash, mow lawns kind of thing, childcare, crafting, any other type of specialized skill, or if there's other skills, you could just put it in the other section. And let's see, my wife really likes crafting and she sells necklaces. So let's say that she made an extra $300 through selling necklaces, and that got us to our $8,700. And now our bridge is built and we get to go to that lovely beach and ocean that we see. Hopefully that gives you just a bunch of ideas that you didn't think of right away, but it encourages you knowing that you have a lot more resources around you at your disposal, so you can use those tools to get to work on building your bridge to get to your goals. So quit watching this video and get to work. Start building your bridge.